What up, my freaks? RuinousInsight here with part 19 of my Total Warhammer 3 Greasus Goldtooth campaign. So as we saw last time, Oleg Modchosen has managed to destroy the army of Karak Kadrin and Ungrim Iron Fist, which is pretty good for us because we now no longer have to worry about that army running around and destroying our settlements, as they clearly planned to by jumping over Black Fang, which they thought that I guess they couldn't take for whatever reason. Although this really does look to me like they would have won this fairly easily, especially since we didn't even have those scrap launchers to rely on. But hey, it worked out in the end for us. I mean, we would have still defeated them here because we were in ambush, but they didn't know that. Let's go with that. There's a small little army here. Wait, can we stop you? Or no, we can't. That's a... That's for fire bellies. Alrighty, so I think what we want to do here is these ogre bulls are kind of useless, and I think we want to replace them with iron fists, because clearly this army, it needs a little bit more of a main line. So let's go 3 ogre bulls with iron fists. Now, we could get 4 and replace another Nobbler Trapper, but do we need to? Honestly, we don't really need this many scrap launchers, but whatever. And these guys aren't really gonna hold a long time. Yeah, see, if we had the big name, the Nobbler Kicker big name, I would be super into this, but we don't. Although I guess we could get a Hunter in here and possibly get that big name as well, in theory. I mean, this is the ranged army, after all, that Oleg leads. Once again, something to think about. Definitely something to think about. Another Hunter would really help with this, and the ranged Nobblers do make sense. Some of these guys are going to get replaced by probably more lead belchers or better artillery. I'm not sure yet whether well, we'll probably get some iron blasters and some lead belchers as well, maybe 2 and 2. Yeah, anyway, I'm getting really ahead of myself here. We got a lot of stuff to do. You, Greasus, you've captured Tsar Nagrin, and wait, you've got 4 points remaining. I've decided that I do want to get renowned and feared, so we shall get that because our money is once again kind of problematic. Let's get 1 point in lightning strike, 1 point in renowned and feared, and then with our 2 remaining points, we will not be getting any of these. I think we will be getting a couple Iron Blasters, and I think this is a pretty decent pickup, just as it'll power them up considerably. And honestly, Greasus is already a fairly decent fighter, and on top of that, he's pretty much never going to be any faster, which means he's always going to have a very difficult time getting into fights. So, meh. I guess out of this, if we got 1 point, we'll put it in... I don't know, it doesn't really matter that much, honestly. 40 or 27 extra weapon damage or 3 extra melee attack. I don't know, and I don't really care, to be perfectly honest. I guess we'll just get the extra melee attack, because he... I mean, yeah, the 27 weapon strength doesn't really matter. Let's just do that. And there we go. That's it for Greasus. No more need to spend the levels. We got more level ups on you guys, but none of them are really all that important right now, so we'll get those later. Okie dokie, that's done. You're recruiting Black Fang Camp. Do you need to build anything? I don't think you do. Do we need to build an upgrade here? No, not yet. Okie dokie. Now you, Baldag, I think I want you to go to Saber Mountain for now. The reason that is because we have a patrol unit here, plus we have an ally out here that's kind of fighting these guys, so if they come out this way, then we'll approach here, but here, we can't see who's coming for us. They could approach from here, or from here, and we wouldn't know it until it was too late, so let's keep Baldag here, at least for now. Also, what do you have again? You're flabby. Well, that's great for you. Let's get you greater girth, but you're a little bit stronger of a fighter. And do we need to get you any ancillaries or items? I mean, you might get attack, but oh wow, we have basically no items. You have your luck stone, and that's pretty much all you can get. I want to keep the opal amulet and the spangle shards because we do need them for heroes, and you do have a bunch of these guys. I guess we could give you some rag banners and stuff. Not really gonna do too much for us, but I guess can hurt. Although it would be unfortunate to lose a rag banner. What do you have here? A cave painter? Well, you might as well have one. We have plenty of them. And a pit fighter, sure. Oh, you have a pit fighter and a... wait. And a cave painter. Huh, lots of extra experience gain. Well, yay for you, alrighty. Providing a lot of extra gobos for this particular location, and it's probably needed considering the sheer amount of of ogres we have there. Oh wow, 1320. Yeah, that Renowned and Feared really helped. All right, nice. Now, we probably want to upgrade this stuff in terms of the defenses, but let's see if we have enough money after we do everything else. Because it's, while somewhat a priority, it's not like the biggest priority right now. Carrick Vrag, yes, we're going to get that big gem mine. Mount Crag. You, I guess, are going to build a muck trench because these guys could attack us from there at any time, and I don't want to risk that. Alrighty, now you can. Oh, wait, no, camp, not you. Let's upgrade this thing here, and then let's upgrade both of these little guard huts or garrison forces. There we go. Alrighty, really gonna make this province quite defensive as there's, once again, potential for a lot of enemies attacking it, and we will need to defend it. Although, to be perfectly honest, the defenses of ogres are so garbage that we're gonna have to have an army here pretty much permanently, and probably the same goes for Tsar Nagrand. Actually, speaking of Tsar Nagrand, let's delete these, we're gonna replace them with defensive structures. Hopefully we can afford them by then, because 1320 is not a lot of cash. In fact, it makes me kind of tempted to not necessarily build everything here. Now, we already get Ogre Bulls out of this. You know what, let's just keep you non-upgraded for now. Alrighty, now on top of that, we left off last episode with this little potential attack here. The force of Zolsterflocks is in march stance, so are we, but we have a lot of tyrants and, well, 2 tyrants and a fire belly, and I think we can manage to pull this off if we're careful. Now, obviously the enemy flamers are dangerous, but if we send a tyrant and then a fire belly at each one, I think we got a decent chance, so let's give it a go. Probably gonna make this cinematic because it seems like a fun time. Let's get to it. Alrighty, so obviously we've sort of done this thing before when we took out the 2 Falcos, although this particular army is a little bit different by virtue of having those 4 Flamers of Tzeentch, which the other army did not have. So this might go much worse because of that. It really depends on how we're able to cope with these particular units. Once again, we do run, or rather they do run into the same exact problem as their now gone allies. That is that they cannot really kill our tyrants. Maybe they can kill the Firebelly, but the tyrant is a really, really huge problem for them, especially once it engages them in melee. Now granted, if it was just the 2 tyrants and the Firebelly, the enemy would of course win because a unit of Forsaken, or several units of Forsaken surrounding those units can still kill them, and I think the Forsaken do quite good damage to even tyrants, even though they don't have armor piercing. However, we do have enough of these Nobbler units to essentially distract the enemy long enough. Oh, a Searing Doom coming down on our Nobblers there, yeah, but our Nobblers to distract the enemy. The goal isn't even so much to distract most of the enemies, but hopefully to distract all the Flamers and prevent them from firing. Obviously, Flamers being anti-infantry are going to be very, very good at killing thousands upon thousands of Nobblers if we let them. Thus, we're going to force or control our units of Nobblers and tell them all as much as possible to attack those Flamers. Indeed, while one of our tyrants is going to charge directly for the enemy lord, our other tyrant, as well as our Firebelly, are instead going to charge directly at the enemy flamers, together with a bunch of, once again, Nobbler units. You can see our tyrant walking through this, getting hit by that enemy lord, but charging directly towards him, and I think ogres are faster than Iridescent Horror, so he really has no chance at running away. Otherwise, you can see our Nobblers are ignoring as many units as they can and just trying to head into melee and stop all that fire from coming in from the enemy. Oh, and it looks like we got a Burning Head going down on the enemy Forsaken of Tzeentch there. Now granted, the Burning Head is not going to do too much damage to them. In fact, it didn't, but they were all 3 of them in a line, and a little bit of damage is obviously better than none, and who cares if we scorch a few of our own Nobblers at this stage, right? Anyway, we're going to be bringing down and piercing bolts of burning once again on those. Oh, and we can see the traps activated from those Nobbler trappers. Piercing bolts of burning going to come down on these enemy Forsaken once again, and interestingly enough, the enemy has the exact same idea here and activates a Searing Doom on our Nobblers sort of, and sort of on their own units. So we're kind of echoing each other. I don't like the fact that the AI had exactly the same idea that I had. Are you considering how dumb the AI is? What are you trying to imply here, game? But anyway, I do like the fact that these are both coming down at the same time. They are very similar spells and do have similar effects, and that is a lot of units taking magical damage from the sky. In fact, the game starts lagging because of all that magic on the field. At the very least, both of these abilities together should damage the Forsaken pretty darn heavily, and 2 units of Nobblers for a unit of Forsaken, I will certainly take that. Now, over here, our Tyrant has been chasing the enemy Lord around, but he hasn't really been able to do too much to him, unfortunately. It looks like 1 Tyrant might not be enough to deal with a Lord like this when it just keeps constantly running away. In that light, we're getting our 2nd Tyrant back and going to send him towards the enemy Lord as well, while our Nobblers and our Firebelly, wherever he is, continue chasing down those Flamers of Tzeentch. Now, as you can see, the Flamers of Tzeentch currently have 0, 0, 0, and... Wait, where's there another one? Oh, there's 2 over here. Wait, or maybe they had 3. I don't remember. All I know is that they have 0 kills. We prevented them from doing anything thus far. I guess it is just 3. Oh, 3 units. And then 2 units of Screamers, perhaps, or 1 unit? Yeah, 2 units of Screamers. Yeah, but obviously, these guys being chased around, they are not really achieving much, and that's exactly what we want. Those Nobblers really paying... Oh, there's the other unit. It was 4, I'm not crazy. They just went into the melee for some reason. I actually have no idea why these guys decided to do this, but hey, not complaining. Knock one of them down. It's a really cool unit, though. You gotta admit. You gotta love Flamers of Tzeentch. If they had an Exalted Flamer, they might have actually been able to do some heavy damage to our Tyrants. Maybe they really just wanted to help their Lord, who now, with 2 Tyrants attacking him, is quickly dropping down to about half HP. And ooh, finally, they're actually getting to get some shots off. There we go. So bright that I can't actually see what I'm looking at. But hey, it looks real nice. And they're attacking this Nobbler unit, who, after taking 1 volley, looks like they're just about done. On fire, wavering, damage sustained, dropping to about half HP. Gotta love flamethrower units. Oh, and it looks like these guys are still gonna be able to chase them. Although I'm willing to bet that if they actually manage to chase them down, even though the Flamers have absolutely garbage melee defense, I think it's like 12 or something silly like that. Yeah, it is 12. Then I still think they'd still be able to beat a Nobbler. You know, Nobblers are pretty weak after all, and these guys, I believe, would have splash damage in melee as well. I've seen their melee attacks before, and they still use their fire, which I think, once again, is really splashy. Anyway, back to the Tyrants trying to kill the enemy Lord. This is really the main portion of the battle here, because everywhere else, it's just either we're chasing away Flamers or trying to distract units. Oh, and another Piercing Bolts of Burning, this time Overcast, coming down on these enemy Screamers, as well as their Pink Horrors here. I mean, if they're going to group up around our Tyrants, we might as well do that. And there we go, Tyrants keep chasing that Herald, who is now down to about 33% HP. A few more hits should be able to take him down if we're able to manage it. In fact, our Nobblers are here to help out. Now, obviously, while this is all happening, we've had a lot of Nobblers rout, and essentially the entire battle has been Nobblers routing and then being forced to come back, routing, forced to come back, etc., etc. They take like half damage and then they rout, and then we can send them back in. Also, these ones have been doing a really good job. They've been chasing this one unit of Flamers the entire battle, and they've gotten absolutely nothing done. Not a single hit. Speed 50 versus speed 35. Huh, it's actually surprising how close these guys are. Maybe they tried to turn around and attack them? I'm not sure. These guys have gotten damaged by something, but it might have been another Flamer unit. Like this one. It does have 51 kills after all, but that might have been this unit. It doesn't really matter. Just keep doing what we're doing at this rate, considering the fact that our Tyrants are basically unharmed. The enemy Lord has like 5 or 10% HP, and 1 more hit should finish him off. I think we're looking pretty good here. In fact, I think that the enemy Lord starts to disintegrate now. And I see a book on the ground, and down he goes. Beautiful. Well, with the enemy Lord out of the picture, it looks like several of the enemy demon units, at the very least, start disintegrating. The Pink Horrors are dropping. Well, more Pink Horrors and more Pink Horrors are dropping all over the place. The Screamers may still be alive, and the Forsaken are still an issue, and same with the Flamers. But otherwise, the balance of power has definitely shifted in our side. We've lost about 1,000 units, but they're Nobblers. Completely expendable. Nobody cares. Except possibly the Nobblers. Hey, you see what I mean about these little battles often being quite fun? Because the enemy army doesn't disintegrate in like the first 2 seconds upon contact with like Greasus' army. Oh, and another piercing bolts of burning coming down, and our tyrants knocking enemy Forsaken right back into that effect. That's nice. Although once again, I do gotta give praise to the AI for essentially instantly reacting anytime you use a spell. They will force their own units to essentially charge deeper into your lines just to get away from the spell damaging them. I do wonder how that affects them in terms of their they're actually taking damage there. Like, would going deeper into an enemy formation while not directly attacking mean that they would also be taking a lot of hits? Kind of hard to make that comparison or to directly know how much damage extra they take. I suppose it really depends on the kind of unit that they're facing. Although I do think it's still kind of annoying that the enemy does that, i.e. moves directly away instantly, the instant reaction to any spells. Still, it certainly keeps it around for longer. Man, these guys are absolutely ripping these poor Nobblers apart, but once again, that's why we have all these expendable units. Firebelly's also completely unharmed. I do believe that the enemy army should arrive very soon. Even the Forsaken are exhausted at this point, and our Tyrants will be able to knock them down. All of these Flamers out here being completely now surrounded by units of Nobblers that are either coming back or ones like this one that have been chasing them for the entire battle. And just one more piercing bolts of burning, getting very decent value out of our fire belly. Though I do gotta admit that piercing bolts of burning is not quite, I believe, as spammable as searing doom is. But hey, I mean, the lore of metal is also pretty damn solid lore. I do really like Searing Doom and Golden Hounds of Gehenna and Final Transmutation in certain situations. There we go. Anyway, close victory for us, and surprisingly not, I don't think any of our units of Nobblers got killed. The enemy army got completely screwed over by the fact that they weren't able to do anything at all with all 4 units of those Flamers. Really, really unfortunate considering that the army of Nobblers that we had would have probably played directly into their hands, as they're sort of designed to kill those units. Oh well. Another little Tzeentch incursion fails against Tyrants and giant piles of Nobblers, I guess. Alrighty, there we go. That actually turned out to be pretty darn easy. And hey, we got ourselves a Dawnstone, which is a pretty decent pickup. 15% physical resistance, maybe not useful against demons, but against Kislophites and dwarves and all that sort of thing, pretty darn decent. Otherwise, yeah, this army really had problems. Sure, the Flamers are a massive threat to blobs of infantry like this, but unfortunately for the AI, it has it automatically set to skirmish, which means you can chase them down with basic Gabo units, and they would even kill those Gabo units in melee, but they're not even willing to try. So that takes all of them out of the picture just for 4-ish units of Gabos. Very much worth it. And then of course the enemy lord gets absolutely ripped apart by our Tyrants, who the enemy had very difficult time killing. I do want to point out that the enemy lord did get 12,000 points of damage, so that's a very decent amount of spellcasting going on there, considering our own Firebelly only got about 14k himself. So they're almost on par, and this guy died quite a bit earlier than our, well, Firebelly didn't die, but you know what I mean. Anyway, we'll take the money this time because there's really nothing to bother with here. And down goes that particular enemy. Now, yeah, Mountain Talker Og, you get yourself a Dawnstone. Now, here's the thing. First of all, Og, I need you to set up a camp back here because Carrick Krakatan is under threat and probably, well, we can't even replace the counting house here. I mean, we could, but we don't want to. So yeah, a camp would probably help this out. Might even have to essentially sit here with your garrison. You know what I probably should have done though? Just in case, maybe give you all of these Gabos, because nobody else really needs them. Although, do we really need that many Gabos? They're only 64, they're really cheap, that's the thing. And since we're currently researching, well, we're researching Big Migration, but then we go for scrap collectors after that and get super cheap nobblers and nobbler scrap launchers and have them essentially sit at every choke point with just an absolute ton of each type of unit. And with cheap scrap launchers, well, cheapish, and a bunch of cheap nobbler trappers, that should make defending these choke points a lot easier. But yeah, let's not bother deleting these guys for now. We'll link up these armies and then we'll send them out here. Now, speaking of armies, you know what would be even better? For example, rather than making you a better fighter, we simply go for renowned and feared for the blue line immediately. Would that be worthwhile? I mean, considering you'd essentially have a free defense force if you just have nobblers and scrap launchers, which would be pretty good. Although the problem there is that we'd have to spend a long time leveling you and we might not get there in time. You know what, I'll think about that. We'll see if these guys get any more battles in the near future and then decide on that basis. Also, I'm going to delete this crap mode here, unfortunately. You know I love a good crap mode. I think we need to replace this with a growth building, because otherwise the Fallen City will never ever grow to level 2, and thus we're going to have massive problems. I mean, it'll increase growth with the positive control level, which we could increase further. But it might take so long. Like, let's see, it's actually going up by 12 points. Yeah, but that's because there's 2 characters here. So we'll get an extra 5 growth from this, and yeah, with the characters gone, and the military crackdown gone, yeah, you know what, I think it'll be still worth it to destroy this and replace it with a temporary growth building. Okie dokie, so that's that. Now we do get a little bit of extra money back, so now we can continue building this, and I guess, 1,000? 1,000's a little much right now. Really gonna have to nickel and dime everything. I'm still so salty about Yeti Peak. I mean, my god. That is such an irritating concept, or ability. You know what, I guess we're gonna save the rest of the money, and we want to upgrade Carrick Vrag immediately next turn, which is gonna cost us 3k, plus if we upgrade anything else, that's gonna be a lot, plus we'll need the defensive structures here as well. So skip the building upgrades and the unassigned skill points. Hero not moved. I take it it's patrols. Yeah, patrols you don't need to move. Stay around here though, because we'll need to send somebody around this way to clear up this blood peak of Kazags. Hero not moved, that's you, Blout. You can't really do anything to this army, so I'm going to want you to move forward and spy on the dwarfs out here for when they inevitably come to us. And then obviously get another steel tech going when you're starting to run out. Hero's not moved. I believe you're the last of the ones that needs to move, so we're going to end the turn. Go. Oh, looky, it's Kugath. Okay, well that's actually kind of a problem. Yeah, we do have Baldag's defense forces there, but they're pretty darn weak. Fight against the Moon Howlers. This gives us nothing. How about you confederate with us instead? 53. Yeah, no. It needs to lose a lot more territories before that's viable, and then when he loses them, we get nothing out of it, out of the Confederation, so yeah, ouch. Ooh, trait removed, lovely. New contracts available for selection. These have always been garbage, but, you know, I'm hoping. Issuer, capture the Gates of Tsar eventually, but kind of useless right now. Chiang, you are also pretty far away. What about... Oh, it's both of the... They really like this, don't they? I mean, we might eventually come here and attack them, but it's probably a long time from now. And it's not like we can accept both of these anyway. And I don't really care about the rep with Thunderguts or Lazargs. I don't like any of these contracts. I guess at the end of the day, this is probably the most likely, because these guys are going to declare war on us. It's only a matter of time. They hate us really badly, and they're quite close to us, so... As soon as they're no longer busy with the northern provinces, they're going to come for us. You know, let's just do this for now, and then we'll see. Are these quests timed? Because if they're timed, then this will never ever happen. I never even checked. Cathay Plunder, it doesn't look like it's timed. Okay, well, hopefully we'll be able to get that eventually. Yeah, just have not been getting a lot of good mileage out of our contracts this far. Ooh, hello. Can you attack this? Try it. Also, you go out there. Also, you build defensive structures now, and then we'll move on to Obsidian after that. Greasus, can you catch this? It looks like you could just barely catch this. Do we need to fight this? This is pretty pathetic. I think we can auto-resolve this, unless the Saber Tusks are dying because of it. Military Axe is broken with Eyebiter. I think Eyebiter might be dead, so, well, yeah. Not surprising there. Now, Amblepeak. We do need to declare war on these guys, and I want Amblepeak back. I've wanted Amblepeak back for a long time, since it's screwing up the Great Hall of Greasus / the Ivory Road, which is our main money-making province, damn it. I'm also salty about this. Even more so than Yeti Peak. At least Yeti Peak was on the edges of our territories. This was right smack dab in the middle of our oldest province, our most invested province, and our critical I hate that ability, damn it. Let's see, can we auto-resolve? Yeah, we can. Looks like the Saber Tusks won't die. Good. We don't need to be here. We got other places to be. Especially before the bear roars again. We got so much to do. Do we need meat? How much meat do we have? 186. It used to be like 300, so that's, you know, considerably lower than it was. But, we also need money. Ransom captives 500, though. 500 is very little. Then again, it is as much as we get per turn, which is pathetic. You know what, next time we go into the Realms of Chaos, we'll probably be able to get a lot of money out of that. Might even want to stay in there just getting money again. Ransom captives or meat. You know, just ransom the captives for now. The Cave Painter, some, Cathayan Jet. We might be able to fuse that one, because I'm not particularly into that one. Greasus, keep moving. I think what we're going to do is we're going to send Greasus, you guys are sieging Blood Peak, eh? Well, if they win, that would be great. They do have a pretty decent army, but these guys have a pretty decent garrison. We'll see. If they win, they most likely won't take it. They'll most likely raise it, which will mean a free territory. If they lose, we'll try to bombard it to death with the forces of Olag. I think what we can actually do is bombard it, then retreat, then bombard it, then retreat, even if we aren't able to beat the actual units in here. I think. We'll give it a try if it gets down to it. Otherwise, we're going to go through Blood Peak and start attacking these guys. From one side here and from the other side with Greasus, who's going to move up like this. And then once all this is gone, we're going straight for the frickin' Oracles of Tzeentch. We have to kill them all. Also, how powerful are you? You have... Oh, wow, you're even more powerful than the Oracles. Okay, well, we'll start with the Oracles, and then we'll work on this other little mini Tzeentch faction, because, you know... I can't deal with that frickin' ability anymore. It's just too infuriating. Also, do we need to build anything for Greasus, or are we okay? It would be nice to get another... couple of scrap launchers in here rather than the Saber Tusks, but I think since they're high level, we'll keep them for now and possibly transfer them to another army. We do want to get Iron Blasters anyway, and we can't access them for a while as yet. So Greasus is due for another retrofit later, and it's not like we can afford more stuff right now anyway, so let's be careful there. Alrighty, Baldag. Well, as I said, this is kind of problematic. Can Kugath win here? He might. He'll probably siege this off. Maybe we need to get Greasus up here. Should also probably build some cheap units. Let's do this then. At least the regular Gobos are super cheap. Yeah, they'll rout, but they'll hold the enemy. Plus the enemy's super slow, so every few seconds that they, or every extra second rather, that they hold is of benefit to us. Also, is there any other buffing sort of thing that we can build here? Income from post-battle loot, upkeep for... Nah, that's not gonna help. Just think about this. Now, does Saber Mountain command this location? I.e., can they actually walk past it or no? I feel like they might be able to walk past it like this, although it's kind of hard to tell. It looks like they can't, damn. So they might just pass, ignore it, and then go to the Ice Caverns of Immerdrag. Camp, rather. Ideally, we get a... Well, this camp is actually pretty well positioned because I think it does stop anybody from passing it. If only Saber Mountain was a little bit further back and just helped us with some choke points here. Okay. Okay, wait, also, do we need to upgrade you? No, wait, not you. You? Yeah, let's upgrade you for another 8 leadership, or a +4 leadership to this stuff when they fight. Alrighty, hopefully that works out. Next up, Worm Pass. We are going to replace this with a growth building. Temporarily, once again. Go. It's pretty cheap after all. Path to the east, I don't think we need to do anything here. Ivory Road, nothing. Ice Pass, nothing, at least for now, because we can't afford it even though these buildings are all so cheap. Aha, Carrick Vrag. This was critical. And then I guess we build a counting, or upgrade the counting house. Anything else that we could get here that would help us? Probably could still use another fire shrine, but it's 1,000 gold, and I'm not really into spending all that. We also do need to keep upgrading you, which is in a couple turns. You know what, let's save the money because this is probably pretty critical, although if we lose this, I'm not, you know, I don't care all that much, to be honest. Alrighty, unassigned skill point, skip hero not moved, skip building, upgrade, skip end turn. Let's see if Kugath attacks here. Oh, what if he walks past this? Well, it'll really inform us as to where we send Greasus at the very least. Go. I forgot about you guys. Whoops, my bad. Wait, did I tell you to go? No. Okay, well that's annoying. Maybe we'll just delete these guys, screw it. Or we can send them both back that way. I knew I forgot something. Not that these ogres, you know, not exchanging nobblers really does anything. Or changes anything, for that matter. Alright, ally begins outpost construction, don't care. Population surplus, great for extra camps, and +1 camp, which is necessary because we're going to build up more camps. And there we go, scrap collectors. Really, really want this. You, go here and exchange nobblers, please. Yeah, should probably delete some fairly soon. Give these guys to him for now, just so that we don't have to rebuild them. And start walking back to Mist Gorge. I want you to build a camp there. Or near there. You know what, just go this way. Just go this way. There you go, and then oh damn it, so these guys did get here. Well that's annoying, because I was gonna send you originally to go here, and if I hadn't wasted all that time with exchanging these troops, this would not have happened. However, seeing this, they're probably gonna have to siege this for a while, and maybe this force can get here in time. We really need the Fire Belly. Without the Fire Belly, this is a problem. With the Fire Belly, I mean, they'd probably not stand much of a chance. So I guess we'll see. We'll leave it up to fate and, well, turns, I guess. Greasus, you can move again, buddy. Away you go here, and Kugath, are you... Oh, you have a second army? Okay, well, that's annoying. At least we built some gobos, but damn. Well, it's pointless to try to build any more gobos, because, well, Kugath's gonna attack us next turn, so we won't be able to build any anyway. What I do want you to do, however, is move out of this territory, then... Oh, you already have come and get it. Damn, I was hoping to sacrifice to the Great Maw again. Oh, well. If we can't, we can't. Baldag, wait, not Baldag. Oleg. I guess it's time to fight these guys at Amble Peak. Can you auto-resolve this? This looks pretty pathetic. We got some decent battles coming up, I think, so I think we will probably try to focus those. Also, I'm a little bit worried that an army's gonna spawn here and attack Mist Gorge, so we really gotta get on this. I don't think these guys are gonna go through Blood Peak, right? I mean... They could. Okay, wait, let's check buildings for a second. We probably also want to upgrade some stuff. Not you, not yet. Yeah, we really need the money from fighting, so some fights would actually be really helpful right now. You know what, Mount Crag, upgrade this, because I think we need it. Then you, try to auto-resolve this. Wait. You are at war with the northern provinces. Beautiful. Northern provinces, where are you? We need better relationship with you, so... Initiate diplomacy. We shall join your war against the Sons of the Mountain. And plus 1.2, eh? Okay, we can take a little bit of cash from you. I'm willing to... Yeah, you don't want defensive alliance, eh? Bounce offer. That's not bad. There you go, thank you, thank you. That's nice, as long as these guys don't have like 20 armies that they're gonna send to us. Let's take Amble Peak back, finally. That should give us some of our money back. Still so salty. Really? 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 Okay, looks like we're gonna bombard this then. Not much of a choice. Let's take these war banners and give them to you and you, I guess. And let's just do this non-cinematically, because I think this should, in theory, be stupidly easy, but I could be wrong. I would have just auto-resolved it and lost those nobblers. The only problem is they cost like 400 to rebuild, which is, you know, quite a lot. At least for us right now. Kind of funny considering how rich we were, like, I don't know, 5 episodes ago, 10 episodes ago, a while ago. We had our time. Greasus shall gold again, hopefully. Alrighty, you guys. Do we want to just bombard this location? Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's not do anything fancy with the setup, just wherever the clearest amount of, the heck? Oh, I really hate to have these guys go really close to each other. Separate each other like this, no touching. There you go. And then you guys move it up. You should be able to destroy towers pretty easily. You guys can move here. Lots and lots of ranged after all. And I don't really care what you guys do because the enemy's probably never going to sally out here. Start deployment, go. Alright, you guys in range? Ooh, hello, kill tower. Wait, where's the fourth one? Oh, you're already in range of the tower, swell. You guys move it up. And all of you scrap launchers, well, I want you to all target different units, although I'm willing to bet that you're going to not target different units. Let's try. Here, here, here. Yeah, they're all targeting the same units. Here, here, and these guys are running away, so target this one as well. Alright, there you go. And how's that enemy tower looking? Pretty bad in that it's dead. Group 1, move up. Iron belchers. Lead belchers, rather. Close enough. Move up as well. Alright, wait, 2 are still firing at you? Ah, it won't matter. Oh, hello. Lead belchers, kill that. Oh, these guys have extra range, but not enough. Lead belchers are in range. Let's also speed this up a little bit, although I'd love to watch the lead belchers fire, as I like to do, so let's just slow that down, and there we go. Not like we really have to control this battle, so... Oh, these guys actually attacking us? Cute. You guys want to belch some lead at them? Thanks. There you go. Very nice. Very, very nice. Even if they are just absolutely trash in terms of accuracy, they're just so satisfying to fire. And I'm not entirely sure why that is. I.e., they feel more satisfying to fire than, like, I don't know, other, like, great cannons and stuff like that. To me, anyway. Alrighty, let's retarget some enemies. 2 of you here, 2 of you here, and then 2 of you at this. No, we can just ignore that. What are you guys doing? Oh, right, I told you to move forward. No, attack this before they attack us, please. Tyrant, countercharge them, please. Let's also slow them down. Slow them down, there we go. Until a little bit late. Alright, well, they won't be alive for much longer, especially with the lead belchers all firing on them. There's probably going to be a little bit of friendly fire there, but, well, I don't know, it's all good. Is nobody huh, wait, I swear I targeted some artillery at this. Is nobody actually able to fire at this? Interesting. Also, lead belchers, switch to this. Taking a little bit longer than I was expecting. Better fire on that, or you know what, destroy that building while you're at it, it's kind of annoying. There we go, Tyrant and Firebelly move forward. Not getting much value out of our Nobbler Hunters right now. Let's take the healthiest ones and then put them up front. Ooh, hello. This Ogre unit is moving forward. You know what, I probably should have grouped you guys up. And just in case, you know what, let's send our Iron Fists here. There we go. Ooh, Scrap Launcher's doing a good job, and there we go. These guys are in a pretty bad position. They're actually stuck here, and I know I've talked about this before, but the pathing is pretty screwy in these minor settlements, because, I don't know, there's all these, like, round, curved edges of everywhere, and for whatever reason, units are really bad at getting around them. There we go, that one's dead. Lead Belcher, switch to the next one. Alrighty, how are our scrap launchers doing, by the way? All of you target this one unit. I guess one of you target this one unit. Alrighty, you want to just buff yourself because you're kind of taking damage here. There we go. Alrighty, infinite daggers plus lead belchers, go. Huh, did the lead belcher cannons bounce off, or do the cannon shots bounce off ogres? I'm actually curious here. Kind of. Look at all these ogres with daggers in them. Alrighty. Oh, this thing is back again? Damn it. I keep forgetting about it. Well, regardless, we can go into the main territory now. I'm actually surprised that they all haven't routed at this point. You know what, let's send the Iron Fists up, and is this building not destroyed? Alright, alright. This thing should be dead any second now. Lead Belchers, move forward. Oh, we can kill that Lord. That'll probably end the battle. And lead belchers, target this. 2 of you target this. You use buffs here. Then we'll use more buffs here with massacre. And then we'll use a fire cloak on you, and then just kill that fire belly. There we go. Okay, our tyrant, you need to hit the fire belly, or no, you're not a tyrant, but whatever. Reduce the leadership of, it doesn't matter because the battle's over, right? Or are they coming back? I think it's, the chain route should be here. Right? Is this one unit that's still, okay, everybody, literally everybody, kill that damn Warnfang unit. Is this building back again? Okay. You know what? Let's do this. Let's take you and use Bull Gorger. They'd move away if we tried to. Use Brain Gobbler on them. Reduce that leadership. I'm shocked that the battle isn't over yet. This really should have been auto-resolvable. The game should really recognize when you have, like, a ton of ranged units and the enemy has none. Like, in what way, in what world should this battle have been as problematic as it was? I mean, and not that it's problematic in terms of damage, but problematic in terms of, why did this take so long? There we go. Smashy, smashy. This should be enough, hopefully. There you go. Really, that giant fist coming from the sky didn't kill any of them? Alrighty, finally. A little bit of a waste of time, but what can you do? 58 losses, and yeah, I could have been a little bit more patient and took that even more slowly, but honestly, it was just... I remember reading the patch notes for the coming patch, but was there anything about auto-resolve being screwy like this? Well, I guess since they're adding mod support, somebody's gonna mod the heck out of it anyway. Alright, there we go, Amble Peak, finally back, and the, where is it? Might makes right, yes, income from all buildings +5, oh, this is garbage. And they replaced our precious buildings here with garbage, too. Just even more irritating. Well, maybe not more irritating, but almost equally irritating. There we go. Now that we have our province back, I guess it's a good time to end the turn. Actually, considering that we probably have 2 battles coming up, this is probably a decent time to end the episode in general. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call this here. Next time, we'll most likely have the lizards attack us. Will be our first lizard versus ogre battle over at Carrick Krakatan. We'll see if they're able to hold against said lizards. And then most likely Kugat's going to attack Baldag here. It may be the death of Baldag, so that would be, I guess, kind of unfortunate. Also, I'm gonna take a look at the items between the episodes and fuse anything that we need to, just in case. At the very least, this should be a pretty fun battle. Maybe I should have built some ogre bulls and not just nobles. Oh wait, actually we couldn't have even built regular ogre bulls because we don't have access to the building in the camp, so that doesn't matter. Anyway, should be a fun time next time with an epic battle from Kugat. Stay tuned. Don't forget to leave a like and comment for your friendly neighborhood heretic. Whatever else I usually say, all glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.